Welcome, old and new, you beautiful souls, back to my channel. I have been really getting into making these pendants. Now, I know there's a couple of YouTubers that follow me who got into diamond painting because they were inspired by my channel. That's how they met, and they found out about diamond painting. So, I know you still subscribe, so I want to show you how I make these beautiful pendants out of diamond painting keychains. Okay, now just in case you can't see it, I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, there's nothing special about getting a keychain and diamond painting it. So that's what I have done here. I have gotten a keychain, in this case the shape of a heart, and I have diamond painted it front and back. I actually didn't like the color of this heart, so I changed it. The main color of this heart was black. I mean, what a stupid color to have for a heart. So I changed the color of this heart. This heart is slated for Camp Boggy Creek or a friend of mine whose birthday is on the 15th. But anyway, so far I have diamond painted this heart that you see. But before I diamond painted it, you cannot see it, I'm going to walk you through this. I put a thread, in this case white thread. I tried to work with invisible thread, but I can't see the invisible thread. I'm legally blind without my glasses. I can't get disability for being legally blind because it's corrected with glasses. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So before I diamond painted this heart, I put a string through the hole. There's only one hole on a keychain, right? So I put a white string. I tried working with invisible thread, but I couldn't. So I put invisible thread through this hole. Brought the thread. Actually, what I did first was I attached the thread to a small clip. You know, this round clip here. Brought it up through the diamond painting heart, and then brought it through this hole and tied a knot. Okay? And then cut the excess string off. So that's how I got this round circle clip to fit so perfectly at the bottom. Okay? Now, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. You have this circular clip with the thread through the hole, cut the extra string. Boom. Now, and pull it taut. Make sure there's no loose string. Then you super glue. Oh, I don't know if it's super glue. It's this B7000 glue. You want to use a strong glue to put over the string. Okay, where the string is. You want to make sure that the string, the thread, is securely attached. So I used this B7000 or super glue with it. Now, once you use the B7000 or 6000 or super glue, you got to work fast because that glue is going to dry and then you won't be able to stick your drills. So after you put the super glue only on the thread part and spread it, make sure you got it over the thread, then you go ahead and diamond paint it per usual. So that's what I did. Then after you diamond paint the heart, you put clear diamond glaze or anything you want to seal your diamond paintings with. I like to use diamond glaze for small projects. I like to use polyurethane for big canvases. So, in this case, I used diamond glaze to seal the drills. So now we use the super glue over the thread, diamond painted it, and then use the diamond glaze. Alright, that's this part. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you step by step how to finish this so it looks like this. Alright, so let me show you the next part. This video is going to be in pieces and then I'll put them all together. I'm trying to show somebody in my community how to make a keychain at home. Diamond painted at home. Plus, I know some of you have gone on to diamond paint and enjoy it on your own channels and, make friends on your own channels. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. So if you want to, you can go ahead and again, let me be your inspiration, guys. Because that's what Crafts for Hope is all about. Alright, next step. Hey beautiful souls, if you would like to donate to this wonderful charity that God has blessed us both with, you could do it via Cash App, PayPal, or check or money order. And don't forget, you can buy your friends and loved one a beautiful gift by checking out the fundraiser videos in the playlist section of this YouTube channel. Thank you for your continued support and God bless you. Actually, let me show you the materials first. So this is for my the people in my community that I held the crafting event for, to show you the materials you need, okay? You need a needle and thread. Do not work with invisible thread. You can't see it. So, white thread is just perfect. Good enough, right? Needle and thread. You need some of these threading needle things to, pull the thread through. All right. If you're hard of, if you don't see well, if you're nearsighted, you need a small pair of pliers because this is what you're going to use to work with your clips, your small round clips. Okay, you need your glue. Let's not forget our glue. You need some sort of super glue or B7000 glue or B6000 glue, some kind of strong glue. Don't forget, you got to work fast once you use this glue on your thread. You need whatever you're going to seal it with. I specifically use diamond glaze. You can use Mod Podge. You can use whatever you want to use. I use diamond glaze for the small projects. You need a small pair of scissors. It is easier to work with small pairs of scissors because you're working on a small project. Okay? Now, the beads are very important. Alright, let's look at these beads first. I'll show you the beads one at a time. I was going to cross stitch. I was going to do beaded cross stitch. But that proved to be too difficult for me because I couldn't see the holes for the cross stitching. So I had these beads forever. Now these beads are 2 millimeter, I believe, or maybe even smaller. So you need 2 millimeter in size beads. All right, you need tiny, tiny, tiny beads. These beads are going to act as a divider in your pendant portion. So I will put all this in the description. So please look in the description for all these supplies. Again, a beautiful array of colors, and this will last a very long time. And listen, do not worry if you drop them on the floor. Do not even try to achieve them. retrieve them. Also, when you close this container, make sure before you put it wherever you're storing it that you clip it. Make sure it's clipped. This is going to be a hot mess if it spills out. You'll never retrieve them. You know, and if you have a cat or a dog, just throw them away. You know you're going to have cat hair on them if you try to reuse them. Okay? Now, these beads, they actually came cracked in the original container. So I had to put them in a different container. So that's why they're in a different container. But let me show you a typical bead. Now, these beads, make sure you get the glass beads, not the plastic guy. Well, you know, get whatever you can afford. But if you buy glass, you know, it's better quality. Now, these beads are hexagram shape, and they are 6 millimeter. 6 millimeter. If you buy the pendants, you know, already made, and all you have to do is put them together when you diamond paint them, these are the size beads that they use. So, I don't know, maybe these beads are enough for you. This is 6 millimeter beads. Okay? So, that's what they give you when you buy the pendants already made, and then you just diamond paint the pendants. Now, I thought these were a little too small for my liking. I wanted some pizzazz. You know, if you notice this sunflower that's already finished, you can see I have the 2 millimeter beads. See, I'm using them as dividers. See that? Then the orange one is the 6 millimeter bead, and then this is also a teardrop shape bead. So the 6 millimeter bead is a hexagram. The 12 millimeter bead, it's either 12 or 10. It doesn't matter. They're both just as good. So I will have it in the description. So the brown glass bead is I believe a 12 millimeter, guys. I'll have it in the description. The 12 millimeter glass beads. Now make sure they're glass. If you can't afford glass, you can buy plastic. But what started me down this whole kick is I bought a diamond painting pendant, and they were pretty expensive, these diamond painting pendants. And when I put them together, the teardrop part, the sun catcher part, this is what catches the sun and shines your whole room up. This teardrop in the one that I bought was plastic. I mean, how cheap is that? And also, the beads on the pendant was plastic. How cheap is that? Right? And if you notice, I have a glass bead up here and a glass bead down here. Now, how did I achieve that? And I have a charm, and I have a little handle here, hanger. How did I achieve all that? Okay, so let me show you what you got to get for everything else. This is not, listen, if you can't afford it now, just buy these things one at a time. It took me time. I do not have money. So, you know, and this is a little expensive if you do it this way, but you can make a lot more pendants, and you can make your own pendants. So let me show you. So, these are called, they're made in China, and these are actually 20 pieces, clear glass. They actually are chandelier. You hang it from a chandelier. Let me show you one. Let me just show you the teardrop. I was after the glass teardrop. So, I will put the link in the description to what I bought. Now, you could actually buy anything you want. Let's see. Do I have one? What? Hang on. Let me see if I have an I might have used them all up. Let's see. So I can actually show you. Now, here we go. So these are actually glass hooks, glass teardrops, and glass that you hang from chandeliers. So they're actually going to come like this. Okay? Because they're made for chandeliers. Do you see that? Do you see that? It's two round and the teardrop. I was after the teardrop, and it's a chandelier hanger. See? You actually hang it from a chandelier. I took it apart. Let me see if I can get it closer. I actually took this apart. You see that, guys? So we have two circular and a teardrop and a hook. These are for chandeliers. I took them apart and you get this. Be patient. I'll be right with you, beautiful souls. See, I took them apart. I have a whole bag of these now because I took them apart. And I have a whole bag of these. The teardrops. Like I said, I'm not sure how much all this cost. This was not created overnight. You know, you just now saw me making pendants. And that's because I've collected all the material I needed. And like I said, these are not cheap. I really should be selling them for more than $7. But, you know, you want to have people in the community be able to buy your stuff. IRL community, real life community. So, you see? Now I took it apart. So these are the two circles on the chandelier. And that's the teardrop. Okay? So when you buy these chandelier hangers, make sure you take it apart like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Don't throw any of your parts away. You could use them later. Okay? So that's what I use for the actual pendant. I used the teardrop from the chandelier. I used 2mm beads, 6mm beads, and 12mm beads. I specifically bought everything glass. Okay, now you see the hanger up here? Okay, so you can go online and buy these hangers. Let me show you. I bought white and gold. This actually came with another project I did. But you buy these 3-inch. They're touting them as 3-inch. What are they calling them? 3-inch Christmas ornament hangers. They're calling them. So, and it looks like this. Okay, the link will be in the description. That's what I use on the top. Now, I gotta be honest with you. Now, I bought these jewelry maker clasps. These are separate. These are jewelry maker clasps. And I will show you. Now, some of the diamond painting keychains, you can just attach the ornament hanger to, okay? But some you cannot. and you have to put a clasp on it. Alright, let me see if I can do this real quick. You guys know I am can't see straight. And this is why I do this in the kitchen. I do it off camera because there's more light in the kitchen. And it takes me quite a while to do it, but it's so much fun and it's so much prettier. So you see how I took that little clasp? I'm going to widen it. Oops, see that? So it dropped. So for the purpose of this presentation, just get another one and carry on. If you drop it on the floor or something, don't bother picking it up. Especially if you're a dog. Especially if you have a dog or a cat. Because, you might not see the hair, but please trust me. If you have a dog or a cat, or if you smoke, that's another thing, guys. If you are a smoker, your craft will smell like smoke. So, I do not smoke. Please do not smoke while you're doing your craft if you plan on selling it, because non-smokers do smell your smoke, your cigarette smoke. If you have a dog or a cat, please do not... See, now I can't see. Let me take my glasses off. One moment, please. Oh, wow. Now that hole is way down there. So, if you have a dog or a cat, please do not... Guys, I'm going to have to do this off camera. I just cannot see. I got to go in the kitchen and do it. But my advice is this. If you smoke while you're doing a craft that you're planning on selling, do not smoke. If you smoked around your purse or anything you are selling, just know it's going to smell like cigarette smoke. And I think you should tell, especially if they're purchasing it from you, like in an online auction or something. Let them know this does not come from a smoke-free house. Let them know this does not come from a cat-free house. Because your cat has a tendency to jump up on your stuff and get a cat hair or a dog hair. Let them know you have a dog. Let them know you have a cat. Let them know you smoke. They'll still buy your stuff. Just let them know. So that's what you need. That's all the material you need. It's quite a bit. So you might not be able to do this, right out the gate. You're going to have to save your money up, But anyway, so I bought a bunch of these jewelry making clasps. Is that what they're called? Let me see what they're called. They're called 7mm silver open jump ring. Okay. Well, they're for making jewelry. And also, because I am a nurse, I had these, and I just pulled them out. But if you want to, get some kind of charm, you can get a charm. Like I know some of you have charms. You can put a charm on it. You can put a charm on it if you want. So let's take a look at this again. So, you can see I have my own Crafts for Hope sticker. This is on the back. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but I did put a clasp there. And then I put the hook, the hanger hook, on the clasp. There's a clasp here at the bottom. There is a charm here. There is a round glass from the chandelier that I took apart, the chandelier hanger, and there is the chandelier teardrop at the end of the glass beads. You can buy plastic, you can buy glass, the more better quality. It just depends on what you can afford, but it just depends, I like top quality. So, top quality at low prices is my motto, because, around here people really don't have the money. I hold free crafting events for a reason. So, maybe they can afford $7, maybe they can afford $5, but, what good is it making crafts if you don't share? If you don't share your joy, So that's what Crafts for Hope is all about. Educating people with crafts and having fun with the people with the crafts. So there you go. That is the material. Now let me put it together one at a time, step by step. Okay, guys? Be right back. Alright, before I get started, I did put the hanger on the top of this with a little clasp, as you can see there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. There's a clasp and the ornament hanger. I glued the back of this, okay, which glued the hole, so I had to, use a pair of pliers and free that hole. So before I get started, my suggestion is to put the clasp and put your hanger on your keychain before you glue it shut, before you seal it, because the seal will go over the hole and you'll have a difficult time. I just wanted to come back and say that. So right now you can see the clasp and the hanger. You know what? Let me go ahead and seal it while you're on camera. Yeah, so, this is my first time making these. So, I've done like 15 of them now, but I'm still learning, So you take your diamond glaze, and it's coming out. Why is this not coming out? Did I not close it? Okay, I have another problem. I guess I didn't seal it. Hang on, I will be back. Yeah, it just got a little build up at the top. So take your diamond glaze, guys, or whatever you're going to seal it with, your preference. And because it's a small project, I like to use my finger. Your finger is very tactile. You can feel with your finger. And if you use your finger, you can also feel if you skipped any drills. So that's what I'm doing. See? Now, this dries pretty quickly, but I still like to let it sit for like a couple. Now, right there. See? A drill came off. You see that? And I knew that because I felt it. So I'm going to fix that. But let this sit for a couple of hours before you touch it again, okay? Now, sometimes you just have one drill is on top of another drill, and that's all that's happening. There's nothing really missing. And I don't see any drills missing. Do you? Is there one missing right there? Yes. So you would fix that, and then we'll go on with the pendant. But that's why I use my finger. See how that drill came off onto my finger? I really don't see the missing drill. Sometimes when you diamond paint, the drills just pile up on each other. There might be a little problem there. But, let me see. So you just fix it. Don't use your good diamond drill. Like, I would have a diamond drill pin. I would have 2 pins. One for after you glue it, and one for, diamond painting. Because you're going to get glue on this one. Right? So you just fix that. And you carry on. But make sure you fix it before there is a drill missing. So let me fix that off camera, but make sure you fix it. 2 things. Put your clasp and your hanger on before you glue. Use your finger. If it comes off on your finger like that, get a new drill and make sure you fix it before it dries. Alright, let's do the fun part. let's work on the pendant. Okay, beautiful souls, moving right along. I have one glass bead, one of the smaller glass beads that I showed you earlier at the top here, and I have a charm, a caduceus, because this is slated for a medical facility. I'm actually making this for someone in the medical field. And the colors I chose to use is white, turquoise or light blue to match the turquoise in the keychain, and one black one. And the dividers are going to be white. So let's put this together. One 2mm bead. I can't see. Hold on. You guys know I can't see. All right. I just want to get it started. One 2mm bead. One 6mm glass bead, guys. Glass, the better quality that goes into your craft, the better it'll look. And then one 12mm glass bead red. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put a divider in between the blue and the red, or the turquoise and the red. So I like to put a divider in between every single bead, because it'll show up when it's all finished. All right. And then see, now we're actually doing this backwards, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So 2mm bead, 6mm glass bead, $2mm bead, six 12mm bead, 12mm bead. You see the pattern? Okay. 2mm bead. Um, 6mm bead. This is going to be in the middle, that's why it's black. You'll see when I'm finished. Always put a small 2mm bead between every single bead. That's what I do anyway. See? Now I put another 12mm red bead. Make sure they're all facing the same way. Okay. 2mm bead. 6mm bead. Oh, 6mm, not 12mm. $2mm bead. You can do any color you want, guys. Any color, any design at all. This is just what I'm choosing to do. That's why I love these pendants. You can be so creative. So creative. I'm in such a good mood because I just came from helping to decorate the Salvation Army for Christmas. And if I can get this up, we will have a premiere, and you guys can come in and chat. Okay. Your 6mm turquoise bead, bluish turquoise. Okay. Then we have our 2mm bead. And now we are ready for our teardrop, which might take me some time. Oops, where is the teardrop? Okay, let me get the teardrop and I will show you the finished product, because I actually want to go take it somewhere and hang it up. So, alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to put this teardrop on it, and I will be right back and show you the finished product. So guys, it's dark and the sun's not out, so I hung it here where I have my coffee mug, so it's not much to look at, but I hope you get the gist. Let's look at it. I put the round bead here, the round glass bead. I have my caduceus charm, and we have the turquoise, white, red, black, turquoise, white, red. See? So that's how, and see how this is, the sun would normally shine on that, see? Sorry about the wall, guys. I live in an old farmhouse. Don't worry about the wall, worry about the charm. Alright guys, so I'm very glad you joined me for this video, and I will definitely see you in the next video, and I will get a schedule. Come the new year, I'm going to get a schedule of all the free crafting events and when I'm going to be having them. So God bless you, beautiful souls. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going live Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Maybe I'll eat an early Thanksgiving dinner. Who knows? I really like the way that turned out. Don't you guys? That is adorable. All right, guys. God bless.